together with another official of the Presbyterian Church of East Africa, all the way to Mombasa, at their home, a contractor. And we negotiated downwards that award, which was threatening to have our university closed down. We negotiated, and I remember Ambassador Nick, when the contractor was trying to say this is too much, he would tell him, go and smoke, then come back. And that's how we negotiated until the deal was done. And then the journey of saving our university started, and therefore, thank you so much. You are part of this history and this university. He was a patient man. We stayed and spent the whole day, and then he said, we are not going to conclude here. Let us call the lawyers so that this deal will be sealed, and we have this agreement written and signed. And that is what we did, and we thank you as PCA. We are grateful for that, the sacrifice and the love that you've demonstrated to us. Rita, and if this university was to be renamed, it would be given the name of this family. Because where that university stands, we have kept that space, and the small building is where the first president of the Republic of Kenya, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, the father to our president, was educated, and therefore it is a historical university. And thank you, Your Excellency, for saving our university. Rita, we want to thank you, Your Excellency, because you came and against the difficulties we had, we got a charter. So we're strong now, and we are moving so well, and we thank God. And I still believe in my heart and in my spirit that one day something should be put there, and especially where our first president was schooled, the exact place where his class was in that university. I still believe that something should be done so that it remain a memorial, because there might come another generation which might not know this kind of history. So thank you so much, and we are so grateful for what again you've done to our Tomotomo Hospital, and it is fulfilled. We thank God for you. The upgrading also Chogoria Hospital, where today you were supposed to be there, and you sent us the Minister of Health, Honorable Mutahi Kagwe, as we dedicate that hospital again. So thank you so much for everything. We are grateful. This is a family which is held with a very high esteem within the history of our PCA, and wherever the history of PCA Church is read, this family is always there. So thank you so much. Our condolences to the entire family as we look forward to working together and praying for you as we encourage each other. This journey, we require each other. So thank you so much. I'm told time is far gone, but I'm told that these people are here, and we need to acknowledge them. We have Honorable Speaker for the National Assembly, Honorable Muturi. I'm told he's here. We are told that Mama Inda Odinga is here with us. I didn't see Muturi, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you. We have Honorable Naisura Resenda. She's here. You'll excuse me for my pronunciation. My mother never taught me the difference between L and R. So you'll excuse me. Thank you. We have Deputy Governor, Nyeri County, Karugu. Thank you so much. We have Honorable Sabina Chege. She's here. Honorable Sabina Chege. Okay, she's not here. And we have Honorable Dennis Wawero. Thank you so much. Yeah, Dennis, my friend. Thank you so much. God bless you. At this juncture, I want to invite the moderator so that he can say something and invite His Excellency the President so that he can give his condolences. Moderator, sir.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, Your Excellency, the First Lady, Margaret Kenyatta, PCA St. Andrew's Parish and Congregation, where we are, Senator Beth Mugo and your family, government officials and members of the political class who are here, members of the diplomatic corps, and the entire congregation, good afternoon. Praise be to God. We are assembled here to condole with the family of retired Elder Ambassador Nick Mugo, who served our church faithfully to the very end, as you have seen demonstrated here by the various people who have paid tribute. So, though he initially and all along belonged to the family, he belonged to the church in a very big way. And therefore, we are here to also be condoled because we have lost one who has been very instrumental in the things of the church. However, we appreciate that the President has found time to be with us. Much as he is part of the family, he has also come to worship with us in the congregation. And therefore, Mr. President, we receive you here with a lot of warmth. You have been here before. We have shared on many, many things. So whenever you come, you're not a stranger. As we walked in, I saw how excited you became when you saw the children in our kindergarten there. He told me, that's where I used to come for Scouts training. And he looked very excited that he was that age, because the children were peeping at him there, waving at him, and he said, yeah, that's where I used to come for Scouts training. So this is your home, and we are happy to always have time together. We know of your busy schedule. We know that you have so many invitations to attend to, and wherever you find an opening to be with your people, anywhere, we cannot take it for granted. Well, therefore, of talking about ourselves as a church, and since you have an open door for us as a church, we may not want to exhaust you with what we have done together as a church and what we want to do with you, because it's in record what we have done together. We would want to spare this day in memory of retired Elder Ambassador Nick. And therefore, I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to come and pay tribute to Mudhoniwa, as it is to you. Therefore, I will request the congregation to be upstanding as we receive the President. Let's put our hands together. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you very much. Moderator, the members of the clergy here present, elders of the church, my sister Beth, Mugo, Murugi, Gina, grandchildren, and the whole family, we're all here today to join you in condoling you for the loss of a man who was very dear to you, but a man who was also very dear to all of us. Ambassador Nicholas Mugo, who had some very special traits. We have heard all the great things that have been said about how humble he was. He was not a loud man, but a quiet man, a listening person, a patient person. And I can assure you, for him to be able to withstand all those years living with a political family, not just his wife, but literally everybody else, you can appreciate that this was a man of great stamina and endurance. He was a man who loved his family. He was a man who was always there for his family. I cannot remember a single family function, a family as large as ours, where Ambassador Mugo was not involved. He was a professional too, a career civil servant, a consummate diplomat, a man of great integrity, and a man who left a mark wherever he represented this country. And as I had an opportunity to say not so long ago, it's another occasion, a man who belonged to a generation where that word, commitment to duty, servant leadership, was the core. Something, unfortunately, is dying away. He was a pillar, and a great pillar, that helped build foreign missions and our foreign presence, as you have heard. A generation that worked closely together to bring the first UN body in the Global South to Kenya. These are some of the greats that people will never remember, never talk about. We will miss him. And Beth, we want you to also understand that we shall be there for you and your family, just as Nick and you have always been there for us. May the Almighty God rest this great soul in eternal peace, and may God continue to give us more great men who know that service is not necessarily how loud you shout, but what you do and what you leave behind. May the Almighty God rest his soul in eternal peace, and God bless you, Beth, and your family. Asanteni.
Thank you so much. We may be seated. And this time we are going to have our readings, which are going to learn simultaneously. So those who are reading, they follow each other without interruption.
Our first reading today comes from Genesis chapter 1, verses 1 to 9. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good, and he separated light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, "Let there be an expanse between the waters to separate water from water." So God made the expanse and separated the water under the expanse from the water above it. And it was so. God called the expanse sky, and there was evening and there was morning, the second day. And God said, "Let the water under the sky be gathered to one place, and let the dry ground appear."
TAMU TV. Onja ufeel.